this video we'll be looking at the difference between that of the pandas series and pandas data frame. Like I've explained initially before the video, I said that series is more like a single column, while pandas data frame is more like a table. And I'm going to show you how you can create a pandas series and a pandas data frame. So in this video, I'm going to focus on that of the pandas series. So how can you do that? Let me just create a variable. I can call it series underscore pd, which stand for our series pandas. So I'm going to do our pd dot what, which our pd is talking about our panda. So I can say what, series. So once I say series, then I'm going to give it a data I'm going to give it is going to be a list. So I can give it data of like 20, 30, so I can say 30, I can say 35, 67, 89. Since there's another way to do this, you can create this variable outside. I can say data, and they are going to paste it. Create the data outside is one of the best way to do that. Then you can move into this of our pandas series class. So that's where we're going to move it. And then when I run this of my panda, which is my series underscore pd, so we're going to get a kind of a colon that have this of the all of our data on it. So as you can see here, we get this kind of output. This signifies that this is more like when you look at series, when you have come across an Excel spreadsheet, a single column in an Excel spreadsheet is more like that of the series. I can say panda series. Panda series can be a really huge advantage in case you want to work with a single column. That's where we make use of panda. You can pick a particular column and then you can work with it. We are going to work with it, and this is our pandas series and our this data analysis series. So to create that of the pandas data frame is basically simple. What we are going to do here, another thing you should know about this pandas data frame of a guy is more like a table, a complete Excel spreadsheet. Complete Excel spreadsheet just like the entire table, the columns will be on top and with the information down, and it's more like a dictionary with a key mapping to a particular value. So let's try to create a particular data frame. So I can say our data frame, which is our pandas data frame. Okay, help me to complete pandas data frame. So for us to do this, since I said it's a kind of a dictionary and map, I have a key and a value. So here, since it's a dictionary, so we're going to create a dictionary on top. And since we are moving our data inside there, so let me make a create for each. Then this is how to actually create a dictionary. If you don't know how to create a dictionary, I made a tutorial on that on dictionary. The link will also be in the description down below. This signifies that age, this is the title of the, I can say the column name, and this is its value. This is the key and this is the value. This, you can see the difference between a series. So this is supposed to be data frame. Let me call it data frame 3D. So let me just remove this. So let me run it again. It's not, I just change it so we know what we're actually dealing with. You can actually make use of that of the variable. Is anyone you want to use, it's your choice. So like if you can see here, this of our data right here has a table name. You can say a column name. And one thing about this of data frame is that it can be presented in a way human readable format. Since it had to do a kind of table, that of making use of the table. One of the advantage of this data frame over that of the series is that when it comes to this data frame, things tend to be a little bit well structured and easy to understand. Like when we look at this, know that this particular row is for that of the image. So you can also try to create a more. Let me just create a new one. Let me just say, let me give it maybe names. So let me remove this. I can come here and put names. So we can set some names here. Let's start with the first one. Let's set it to Peter, and the second one, let's set it to somebody. Let's set it to a name like Moses, the guy that actually divided the sea. How he did it, I don't know. So the next one I want to say, let's say John. And then the next one, let's make sure that when you are creating your data frame, that the values of each values matches, because if they are not exactly the same thing, it's not going to work properly. Like here, the values here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and what we have here is 1, 2, 3. If I was to just run this, it's going to tell me that data frame they don't match nobody. Let's run and see example of the error that we're going to get. We're going to get that data frame doesn't match, or the values does not. You can see here, get the array, or the array must be of the same length. This kind of error that I know that we're going to get. So for you to, since this guy is total of 5, so all these other guys have to be total of 5. There are still other ways to configure this in case if they are not actually the same length. There's still a little bit of tweaking, but we're not going to go into that. Let's also create for something like Job, or something like Job. Hope I spelled that correct. So we can create something like Samuel. You can see Diana, and this is total of 5, and the other guy is total of 5. So let's run it and see our data frame being presented and being structured better than that of the series that we did initially. Okay, as you can see here, we get that the names Peter, the age is 20, Moses 30, John 35, Job, hope I spelled this correct, 67, and then Samuel is 89 years old. But you can see that we can keep on adding more and more. I can say colon name with its value, or I can say keys with the pairs, or I can say pairs values, or I can say something like that. This is the key, the name is the key, and these are the values. So this age is the key, and the values are of these 20, 30, 35, 67, 89. You can add more and more and more as you want. But the advantage of this, like I said, the advantage of this data frequency is a little bit better compared to that of the series. One thing about series that I'm talking about in specific column is a kind of one-dimensional kind of data presentation. But when it comes to this our data frame, it's more like a two-dimension type of data presentation, and it's more like just if you have seen Excel sheet, like as you can see on my screen right now, the Excel spreadsheet, it's more like a complete Excel spreadsheet is more like this of our data frame, but picking a single column. Like let's assume we pick this single column guy, which is this name, and want to work on it. That's actually like a series, Pandas series. So that's just basically what I want us to look at, difference between a series and that of the data frame. I think with this, we see a lot of other complex things that we can still make use of the data frame and series, but as we go, we're going to make use of this data frame really more, because data frame going to be a little bit better to handle and easy to understand, because they need to be human video compared to that of the series. So I think with this, we'll have a knowledge on what series and data frame is all about.